And it's raining again today, although it's actually really light and you can see in the sky actually there's sunlight further south. Let's see if it stops here. With that in mind, what's going on today? How about this one for a headline? Apparently there was a drone operator that flew near a World War II plane, from what I gather, and I guess he just admitted to it, so it'd be interesting to see what comes out of this. It says here, drone pilot admits putting WW2 plane in danger during Buxton flypass. Mark Bagley, 49, flew a drone near a World War II plane during the Buxton Carnival in Derbyshire on 9th of July. The RAF's Battle of Britain Memorial Flight Hurricane was carrying out a flypast when the drone was pictured close to its wing. He pleaded guilty to endangering an aircraft at Chesterfield Justice Center and will be sentenced on the 9th of February. In addition, he admitted operating an aircraft out of the visual line of sight. So there's probably a lot of points they could hammer him on in terms of, I guess, regulations and stuff. And it says here, a short-term airspace restriction banning all other flying in the area had been put in place for the festival. A drone was seized from Bagley of Chatswood Road, Fairfield, and analysis showed it was flying over Buxton at the time of the flypast. PC Matt Moore, flight safety manager for Derbyshire Police's drone team, said the way the pilot flew his drone was unsafe, illegal, and totally unacceptable. As a police drone unit, we know the benefits drones can bring to society, but people using a drone in this way not only threatens the safety of the aircraft and the public, they also damage the future use of drones. That's kind of an interesting statement, actually. I know here, this is based like in the UK, correct? But here in Canada, all the accidents, like the major ones that I know of, drones crashing into manned aircraft and so forth with passengers, came from the police, actually. And it says, Jonathan Nicholson, Assistant Director at the UK Civil Aviation Authority, said, flying a drone and endangering an aircraft in this way is totally unacceptable. While flying a drone can be great fun, it also comes with significant responsibilities. People need to check airspace before they fly the drone and only fly where it is safe and legal to do so. So kind of an interesting, I guess, thought here. How bad will this guy be punished for this? What would you think the punishment should be? It wasn't clear from reading this how he was flying it exactly, but it just makes you think too, just in terms of that thought, what people say is because of people like this that ruin it for everyone. It's just kind of weird to think about again, where when an authority figure, for example, crashes into a plane or a helicopter, it's move on, nothing to see. But either way, let's see what comes about with this, huh? Because with that thought, these types of, I guess, fear and regulations, they often do target, let's just say, a recreational person who does nothing wrong and people are okay with it, ban them all and all that. Whereas the argument would be you're just making room for things like drone delivery. But how about this one? As you know, recently Walmart released a lot of drone delivery services around certain areas, and this one, it sounds like the residents aren't happy with it. This one says, I have no rights. Valley residents concerned over Walmart delivery drones. Shortly after Walmart announced a drone delivery program in Arizona, neighbors in one of the testing zones wanted the program grounded. Autumn Johnson heard a loud noise outside her home on Friday, December 30th, when she went to inspect. She saw something she had not been expecting. I came out and saw a large flying object above my yard. That's when I realized it was a drone, Johnson said. So that would be kind of what I've read in other places where people aren't happy with things like the noise or the drone deliveries. Now, some people also say things like privacy and all that, but kind of like what they explain here, you don't own the airspace, for example, and they're kind of shocked that that's the law, where people could fly, let's just say, I don't know, a drone over a neighborhood and all that. Because it says here, Johnson was shocked to learn that drones have the legal right to fly over her property, even record photos or videos of her property if the operator desired. According to Johnson, she confronted a representative for the DroneUp the day their drone flew over her front yard. The gentleman from DroneUp Delivery basically told me I had essentially no legal rights, Johnson said. They could be wherever they wanted, as long as it was above a blade of grass anywhere on my property. Front yard, backyard, above your roof, in front of your windows, I had no rights. So I guess an easy way to explain that would be they treat drones like an aircraft in general, and I'm pretty sure people have seen aircraft fly over their properties and stuff all the time, so it'd be kind of the same thing. And in terms of things like images and videos, people use it as an example, and it's true. You see things like Google Earth, for example, you can zoom into people's properties and all that. It's kind of the same thing in that sense. Unless they were specifically, let's just say, I don't know, spying on you per se, getting, I don't know, naked pictures of you, that's what people are afraid of, then that's a different story. But it's kind of interesting here, where there's a lot of people actually complaining about the commercial drones now, so it's kind of going to be the other way around. It's kind of sad to say too, but everything's kind of becoming true. Everybody pushing away the recreational flyer, people demonizing them, saying, yeah, get rid of it all. People told you they're just clearing the airspace and so forth for commercial reasons and all that, and that's kind of what's happening, correct? So it's a little unfortunate, especially for all the people who actually encouraged over-the-top regulations, trying to divide people, making people fear a recreational person doing absolutely nothing wrong and all that. So it's a little unfortunate in that regards. Alright, see you guys later.